recommend?
There you go.
Thursday night football, NFC East showdown. Washington taking on Dallas. Both teams sitting quite uncomfortably at 5-6. Dallas has lost 3 straight since Zeke got suspended, scoring less than 10 points in each game. And Dak has been a big part of the problem. He has no touchdowns, 5 interceptions during the skid. Chris, how much pressure is on Dak to turn things around in this game here tonight?
To me, this is not about Dak Prescott. I mean, it's all on him to be able to make the plays, both in the run game and the passing game, to help this team. But this just highlights how the Dallas Cowboys are built, the struggles that they've had the past 3 weeks. It's all about this team being able to get a lead, maintain a lead, and extend the lead. It's not built to play from behind. They're not personnel to be able to come from behind, particularly in the second half. That's why you have this big offensive line. They're physical up front. They're the hammer for that run game to be able to sustain drives, being able to get first downs on the ground. These past 3 games without Ezekiel Elliott, only averaging 6 first downs by running the football. Previous average earlier, the other 8 games, 8 first downs by running the football. So that's a big difference. And I understand people are saying that's only 2 first downs, but that's the difference in being able to put together scoring drives. And the Cowboys just haven't been able to do that this season. That's why they're getting outscored in the last 3 games, 72-16. So that becomes the problem. This defense is not built to be able to lock down teams and keep them from running the football. This defense is built to play with the lead, to get after passer, play that cover 2 defense that Rob Marinelli likes. So they wear down in the second half. When the second half when teams are averaging 50, where they have a total of 54 minutes and 22 seconds over the last 3 games in terms of total time of possession in the second half, to the Dallas Cowboys 35 minutes and 38 seconds, that becomes your issue. Your defense wears down, they get tired, and they're not built to come from behind.
And then so go ahead, Stacey.
And why do they get tired? They're a little undersized. They don't have tremendous depth, and it's hard to keep a 6-7 man rotation on the defensive line. The best defensive lines in the NFL, that's what they're able to do. Without Sean Lee to stabilize the linebacking core, they miss a lot of tackles. But is there pressure on Dak? Yes. But y'all tell me a spot in the NFL playing quarterback where there is no pressure.
At this point, DeShone Kizer probably has no pressure on him.
The teams that haven't gone 3 straight games without scoring 10 points, there's some pressure, but not this type of pressure.
Okay, well, let's just go on the other side, because Dallas is playing. They do have an opponent tonight. They happen to be Washington. All right? I think Kirk Cousins is under pressure. He's got the franchise tag for a second time. All right? He's playing for a new contract. He's playing without his top 2 wide receivers from last year. Both of them 1,000 yards. Pierre Garçon, Deshaun Jackson, gone. Their leading rusher, Matt Jones, he's gone. He's on the Colts practice squad. Chris Thompson, their best rusher and receiver this year, he's gone. Terrell Pryor, he came here as a free agent to be their #1 receiver. He's gone. 2 starting offensive linemen, they're gone. The #1 and 2 middle linebacker, they're gone. Their first-round pick, Jonathan Allen, the defensive lineman from Alabama. He's like all the other Alabama hurts. He's either in the NFL and he can't play, or he's hurt. So we talking about pressure. There's pressure everywhere. Yeah. Everybody's playing with hurt players. I know we're not saying that. I know the commentary would be like, wow, but Dallas, they got their people hurt. Oh, Dak, he under all this. Everybody's under pressure. It's called the National Football League. There's only 16 games. Every week is monumental.
Right.
So, yes, he's under pressure, but so is everyone else.
A different type of pressure, or a different degree of pressure.
Okay, I just made that up then.
No, you didn't just make it up, CC, but here's the thing. Kirk Cousins go out there today, and Washington scores 6 points, and Kirk Cousins has a 3-turnover, 0-touchdown game. And that is not making people come out the next day and say, maybe Kirk Cousins just isn't that good. Maybe Kirk Cousins doesn't deserve the $100 million he's about to get.
Is Dak playing for a contract?
What? No, but he's playing for something. Go ahead.
What? You're going to try to tell me he's playing for something I don't know?
No.
Because there's pressure on everyone. And for us to try to say Dak is under more pressure than other people, that's false. I don't believe that.
Okay.
Agreed. And I don't feel like we can dismiss what we saw from Dak Prescott his rookie year. He was NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year for a reason. I mean, this guy can play, but it has to be the right supporting cast around him. And the Cowboys are built to win in a very specific way, Nick.
He is. I know they're built to win in a very specific way. And we are going to start questioning the type of player he is if that is the only way they can win. Dak Prescott is in the midst of a 3-game stretch that is the worst 3-game stretch any quarterbacks had in the league all year. 3 games under 10 points scored for his offense, 3 games with 0 touchdowns, 8 giveaways. The only other guys who have done, forget the 10 points, but the giveaways is Deshaun Kaiser and Mike Glennon. One guy who's already been benched, one guy who will not be a starter in this league after
You think
this
Dak under
season.
more pressure than Case Keenum? His team is 9-2.
Dak's under a different type of pressure than Case
okay.
Keenum.
Now we're going different.
No. So I didn't say Dak was under the most pressure of anyone in the league this week. What I am saying is Dak's under the most pressure he's ever been in his
What about
career.
Jimmy Garoppolo? He never started the game for San Francisco. He don't have no contract for next year. They traded for him. He ain't got no help out there. You think he's under pressure this week?
Okay, but let's go the other side. Who's under more pressure this week, Dak or Tom Brady? Who's under more pressure this week?
Tom Brady, because of his reputation.
Nah, okay, then you say reputation, and what I am trying to
As soon as Tom Brady plays bad, you know what you're going to say? There go the 40-year-old man right there. Look at the old cripple. Look at him. He can't play no more. You've been calling for that all season.
Dak is
You know what you're going to say if Dak plays bad? You know something, Chris? He's going to come back. You know who's going to be the starter in Dallas next week? You know who's going to be the starter next week? You know who's going to be the starter after that week?
Exactly.
No, hold on. If Dak plays tonight the way he's played the last 3 games, I said this at the start of the show, I will say it now. This has made me reevaluate everything I've thought about him.
That's the pressure you put on him. You thought Dak was better than who he is. So now you're trying to put more pressure on him because he hasn't lived up to what you said.
But it's not like I'm a man in the wilderness. Who won Offensive Rookie of the Year last year, Chris?
Dak Prescott.
Not Zeke Elliott.
Did I not tell you that it was going to be a correction this year to Dak?
Okay.
Did I not warn you before he was missing and before everyone realized that their wide receivers weren't that good?
CC, just because you might have called this one doesn't mean that the conventional wisdom might have been wrong, but the conventional wisdom was where I was, that this is an elite player, that this is the best quarterback in the NFC East. Going into this year, that's what everybody thought, the best quarterback in his division. Nobody thought Carson Wentz was better than him going into this year. Now it's unanimous that Carson Wentz is better than him.
But no one, here's the thing, with Dak Prescott, he still may well be a very elite quarterback. He might be amongst the greatest when it's all said and done, but he hasn't evolved to that point yet. I'm not going to forget what I saw last year when he won NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, but this year I think he's being exposed in terms of where he's at and what stage of development he's in. So when you take away that home run threat in the backfield in Ezekiel Elliott, when you're not able to get those first downs and stay on schedule with your run game, your offense is going to struggle. He hasn't gotten to the point where he can drop back in passing, diagnose defenses the way that Tom Brady and some of the elite quarterbacks can do today. He's not there yet.
Guess what? Every team in the league, except for Dallas, plays without Ezekiel Elliott. No team in the league has been as bad offensively at any point this season than Dallas last 3 weeks. That's about their quarterback, and tonight's a chance to correct it for him. But if he doesn't, people are going to be evolving on their opinions.
No, your opinion is going to have to evolve.
Okay.
Well, they married to Dak Prescott.
Speak for yourself. Don't we have a show?
We do.
Ain't they called that?
We do.
Speak for yourself.
You already tried to put me on Colin's show. Now you're trying to put me on Whitlock's show. I see what you're doing, CC.
Chris, there are very few NFL segments that I don't try to interject, but sometimes it's fun to watch the 3 of you guys go
Jim,
around.
yeah,
And there was
sit
pressure
back
on-
with your popcorn, right?
There was
Jim? There you
pressure
go.
on me to jump in, but, not that kind of pressure. That kind of pressure. Chris, thanks so much for joining us. Coming up,
Oh,
Kyrie
putting
Irving already
shoes
proved
on the
he was
desk?
right to leave LeBron.
Wow,
That's
he
next
pulled
up
him
for
out.
I'm going to put
Thursday.
shoes on the desk now.
What is happening here?
I mean, I didn't know we was doing that today.
We